trucks, and buses too closely blocks your view of the roadway ahead and may put you in their blind spot. When weather conditions worsen. Traveling in rain, sleet, snow, or fog requires a greater following distance because you can't see as far ahead as normal and it takes your car longer to stop. When entering and exiting the expressway, you need to increase following distance to provide a gap for yourself and other drivers. You also never know what's on the other side of the sharp curves of entrance and exit ramps. Do you see a pattern here? As a general rule, increase following distance anytime you're unsure of what's ahead.
Do you see how there are cars driving directly next to you in both surrounding lanes?
Yeah, I see them.
Try not to get yourself boxed in like this. This will prevent you from steering away from any potential problems that might be in your lane ahead of you.
Should I slow down to give myself some more space?
Well, yeah, but just a little bit. You don't want to slow down too much and become a hazard. If you're ready, we'll give passing a try.
Let's do it.
Passing is a very dangerous maneuver, and the high speeds and the large volume of traffic on the expressway doesn't make it any safer. Go ahead and signal and check the traffic around you. Take a quick glance over your shoulder to make sure that the lane is safe for you to move into.
Looks good.
Wait a minute, Adam. The lane next to you may be clear, but there's a vehicle on the far left that has its turn signal on.
So what does that mean?
When two cars want to enter the same lane at the same time, the car on the left has the right-of-way. This applies to merges also. And vehicles exiting the expressway have the right-of-way over vehicles attempting to enter it. Now that the car is passed, check traffic again and smoothly change lanes. Once you get ahead of the vehicle, you must signal and see both of the other vehicle's headlights in your rear view mirror before you move back into your original lane. Make sure you turn off your turn signal because you don't want the drivers behind you to be guessing whether you're going to be changing lanes again.
Passing on a highway can be dangerous, but passing on a two-lane residential road is even more dangerous. To pass on a two-lane roadway, make sure you have a broken yellow line and that oncoming traffic is a safe distance away. If you have any doubt whether oncoming traffic is a safe distance away, do not pass. Passing is never worth the risk of a head-on collision. Never attempt to pass on curves, hills, and bridges, or at intersections and railroad crossings. It's simply unsafe. So you know how to pass someone safely. But what about being passed? When you're being passed on an expressway, you can reduce the risk of an accident by changing lane position if the vehicle passing you is too close, by not increasing speed when you're being passed. Speeding up only makes other drivers angry, and by adjusting your speed after you're passed. You want to create that 4-second following distance and re-establish adequate space around your vehicle. Here are a few more things you should watch for on an expressway. Something you should never do on an expressway is cross several lanes at once. You're just asking to cause a major accident if you do that. While passing on the right is illegal on some state roadways, it's legal on most. So always be aware that drivers may be passing you on the right. When on an expressway, you should also be aware that drivers of large trucks have a few large blind spots. These are called no zones. If you are driving close to a truck, you should avoid these zones. Because the driver can't see you, they might unknowingly perform an action that could lead to a serious accident. Remember, if you can't see the mirrors of the truck, the driver can't see you.
Well, just like when you're driving anywhere else, you need to drive defensively on the expressway. You just never know. Whoa!
What? Relax, Dad. I saw the car.
Oh, he just came out of nowhere, Adam. I'm sorry. I guess I overreacted.
There it was, Dad employing the mom brake and clothesline combo. Sometimes things happen so quickly that parents can't avoid a reaction like that. Parents shouldn't make a habit of it, but students shouldn't take it as a criticism either. You never know when bad drivers are about to make a mistake. As long as you are paying attention to the road and vehicles all around you, You will prevent a great deal of accidents potentially caused by these bad drivers.
That car's bumper is smashed.
Put your hand back on the wheel and focus on the road ahead.
Aren't I supposed to be aware of everything around me?
Yes, but you were rubbernecking and you took your eyes off the road. Don't stare at someone else's accident. It's none of your business and it's not safe.
Dad's right about that. Staring at something on the side of the road, like an accident, is extremely dangerous, especially on expressways. When you're traveling 70 miles per hour, you drive over 200 feet in just 2 seconds. A lot can happen in 200 feet. When you look away, you risk veering from your lane. And at such high speeds, it doesn't take much veering to end up colliding with a concrete median or running off the road and into something else. At 70 miles per hour, the force of impact with any object could be deadly. So keep your eyes on the road ahead.
I want you to take the next exit, so move into the right lane. In many cases, the lane you use to exit will be a weave lane. Do you know what I mean by weave lane?
It's used to both enter and exit the expressway, right?
That's right. So the lane you are using to exit the expressway may contain vehicles who are attempting to enter it.
But I'll have the right-of-way.
Well, yes you will, but you still need to watch out for vehicles entering the expressway. You just can't assume that they're going to yield for you. Okay, here we go. Great job, Adam. Just as you did while entering the expressway, you had to slow down considerably on the exit ramp to combat the sharp curves.
Where are we going now?
We're going to go to the park to meet your sister.
How's the lesson going?
It was going well until I had to stop for a picnic with you.
Oh, it was time for a break, Adam. Driving for extended periods of time isn't good for anyone.
Dad's right. Highway hypnosis and falling asleep at the wheel are just as dangerous as driving drunk.
Highway hypnosis?
Highway hypnosis is a drowsy condition